My skin looks flawless, but it doesn't even look like I have makeup on. That is beautiful.
You're still my favorite queen of the night, my friend. Let's drive off again. Let's drive off again.
All right, my beautiful glam sisters, welcome back. So we have the brand new KVD Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. This is supposed to be transfer proof. I am so excited to try this out. You guys know I really love this KVD Good Apple Balm. I did a full review on this, so you can check out my video on that. I think it was last year, I can't remember now. But this lasted through humidity. This was an incredible balm foundation. So I really love it, and I've held on to it. So I did go with a different shade just because typically balms tend to be a little bit lighter. Serum foundations tend to oxidize and be a little bit darker, just so you guys know that. So, and from my experience at least. And this is supposed to be full coverage as well. It runs $42. You get 1.01 ounces and 30 mils. We're looking at about $1.40 per mil, which isn't bad. And in that Good Apple Balm, you get about 0.35 ounces and 10 grams of product. So you're paying a little over $4 per gram. So you're actually getting a little bit better deal with this new serum foundation. But we're gonna test it out and see which one I like better. I just can't believe how gorgeous this bottle is. When it arrived, I was like, oh my goodness. So I'll show you really quick in studio, but it is a beautiful bottle. I love all the detail work on this. It's glass. This is plastic, so I do think they upgraded this serum foundation, and it's nice and thin for traveling. It has some weight to it because it is a glass material, but it is really beautiful. And then you have like, it's really kind of cool because you have like a really skinny pump, as you guys can see right there. I love that concept that they did. And I think this color is gonna be pretty good. I mean, it's gonna look a little bit lighter in my camera with all my lights, but I will show you the up close shots right there, and you can really see and gauge the color tone. So I just think medium 30 with a neutral undertone, but I think this one oxidizes and gets a little too dark for me, especially for my winter skin. When I'm tanned, I think this will be even better, but we'll see. I mean, that was just on my arm. My arm's a little bit whiter than right here. Sometimes your face just gets a little bit more sun. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to match or not, but the undertone looked pretty good. So I'm really excited. I was only able to pick up one shade, you guys. I wish I could have gotten a few more. If I can get in store to a Sephora and they have it in store, I will do some swatching as I always do. But if not, I will just actually probably post that in the community tab. So make sure you have your notification bell on so you get my community post updates. But really excited. We're gonna get a good wear in today because I'm filming a couple other videos. So I cannot wait. Again, we're gonna see which one is better. I already know how this wears, so I don't wanna do a side-by-side comparison. I mean, no, because I really wanna give this a fair shot. So I really need to know how it's going to work on its own. All right, and I just feel like doing it all over my face. I don't like the half and half thing. For me, when I watch videos, I personally just tell me if it's good and put the whole thing on. All right, this is a lightweight, full coverage serum foundation that blends and bends with the skin for a natural, seamless finish and gives you a transfer-proof wear. This is, again, full coverage, natural finish, liquid formula. The highlighted ingredients are quince leaf extract that helps keep shine in check, apple extract, which is also in her apple balm, and that nourishes and keeps the skin looking fresh, and then glycerin, which nourishes the skin for all day comfort. This is vegan, cruelty-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. This foundation is packed with flexible elastomor pigments. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Like I said already, it's a full coverage, transfer-proof, seamless, flashback-free finish that covers everything from blemishes to acne scars to hyperpigmentation. It has a pore blurring effect. It is supposed to be non-comedogenic and stands up to sweat and humidity. Let's take a look at the full ingredient list so we can really see if this is good for my acne girls oils or if it really is non-comedogenic. So again, I already went over the highlighted ingredients. This is the full ingredient list. Water being the first ingredient, then you have dimethicone, and then you got a lot of different dimethicones in there, but I do not see coconut oil, but there is that apple extract. What I like is the apple extract is far up in the list, which means it has a high percentage in there, and I appreciate that. The list isn't too long. I mean, the other stuff on the bottom tends to be very minimal, so I like this ingredient list actually. So I am excited, you guys. I cannot wait to put this on. Again, I'm going to show you the swatch for medium 30, and this shade is for light to medium skin tones with warm peach undertones. So I did want to try medium 27, and that one is for light to medium skins with neutral undertones. So we'll see if this one works out. I also want to go in store and at some point when they have it in stock to see if 27 will be a better match. Now my Good Apple Balm, like I mentioned, with balms I tend to go a little bit darker than I normally would, and that one is medium 33, and it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be the same, but I just, from my experience, I would go a little bit lighter. So medium 33, if I would have got that one, I think it would have been too dark. So that's a light medium skin tone with warm golden undertones, and it's available in 40 shades, just so you guys know that. So I am really excited. I just want to get this on and try it out. And again, we're going to do a wear test. I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. And when I give you my final thoughts and ratings, just keep in mind, I'm rating it based off of my skin preferences, type, and all of that. So everyone is different. So just keep that in mind. And it's a preliminary rating when I do at the end, because I don't know how it's going to wear. So I'm going to start off with one pump, and that's what it looks like. So it has a little bit of a runny formulation, so it's not too thick. It's actually a really nice consistency. It feels really smooth, and I like that. Sometimes if it's too thick, that's when it scares me, because it means it can be cakey throughout the day. So when it has that type of consistency, I feel like it can be a little bit more flexible, but we'll see. So I do have my new Dermatology #1 primer. I just applied this in a video recently, and I'll show you guys me applying it before I started this video, but I love this primer, and it works with all my foundations that I have. So I know, I trust it, it's good, and my skin feels so soft, and it just feels poreless. It just is, it's amazing. So I'm gonna do it with my KVD, and this is the foundation brush from KVD. I really like this foundation brush. It has like a little flat edge, and I really like applying the balm with this. So I am actually going to, I'm not gonna do it, I don't go like this because then you're wasting product. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it on my finger, and I'm actually gonna apply this, and this is just one like small pump, and we're gonna see if this is all we need. And I'm just going to blend that in like that. I just wanna see the consistency. That looks like a really good match. So it has like a peach undertone, and I think that was the reason why I chose this one. But that looks really good. The stock photos on the 27 just almost looked a little too light, so I was a little worried about that. Don't worry about the under eye area, because that's where our concealer is gonna go. And I did do a review on the Good Apple Concealer, which I liked, but it had coconut oil in it, so it wasn't one I could really use. But it is a really good concealer if you're not affected by acne or coconut oil. That is really pretty. That's just blending it in with my hands. Okay, we're gonna see if I like that application or if I like it with a brush, but so far that looks pretty good. I'm looking at, that's a perfect match. I mean, literally, that's a perfect match. Ooh, I really like this. I really like this. Okay, we're gonna try to just do it with one pump and see how this wears, or maybe build it up on one side and see if that works out better. Let me wipe my hand. And now I'm just gonna press that. I just washed this brush. That works good with the brush too. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the brush, start kind of dabbing it where I didn't put foundation on, just to see. And then what I like to do is after this, I don't have any more left, so I might have to do a little bit more because I don't have enough to cover my forehead with that little pump. Again, that was like a half a pump. Well, not a half, it was like a little pump, I should say. A baby pump. looks good, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna just do a little because I don't have any on my forehead right now. So I'm just gonna do a little bit, like a little dab, just a little dab. It's running, but a little dab. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead. I didn't put any on my nose yet either. And I didn't put any right here because I just don't really care for, that's where my fine lines are, my forehead wrinkles. So I don't want to put, I don't need the coverage. So I don't like to do too much there. And I actually like to apply my foundation typically with my hands, especially around these areas where I have fine lines, because then I can really get it into the skin and then I can press it in later with the brush. So I'm gonna take whatever's left over and I'm just gonna kind of do this. And I'll go over the swatches, the comparison between the Good Apple and this one in a second. Just want to start applying this so we can get the wear in. Sometimes people care more about the application, so I'm trying to start my application process a little bit sooner. I like this brush because I can get in right there and really press that foundation in. And I love her going down the neck too. It's almost like a makeup paddle, but in a brush form, or like a, I don't know, a kabuki form of that. I don't know how to explain it. This is like a perfect match, you guys. Holy cow. That was good. I'm glad I did this one and not the 27. I think the 27 might have been a little too light. Wow, that's a really pretty foundation. Really beautiful. Like, it's giving me the coverage. It's almost like my Iconic London, like that how it applies with your fingers so easily, but yet it gives you a little bit more coverage than the Iconic London. Oh, I really like this. I like this. All right, I'm gonna make sure my sponge is not too damp. I just cleaned it, so I don't want it to be too damp. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge and we're just gonna go over all that and just make sure that it's all pressed into the skin. It's okay if it lifts some of the product because you're taking away the excess product. That means that it's going to, and I'm just gonna really start to blend under there so when I put my concealer on, it won't be bad. I literally just got this in the mail. It was taking a long time to get to me. I think the weather is just really bad in some parts of the country, so stuff is taking a long time to get to me than normal. I love this finish right now. This is preliminary, but I love this finish right now. Wow, look at that. That looks so good. I'll pull you guys in really close and let's take a look at it up close. I mean, literally a perfect match, you guys. Wow. My skin looks flawless, but it doesn't even look like I have makeup on. That is beautiful. Let's take a look at how it looks outside of my studio lights and just in natural daylight, just so you guys can kind of see. I cannot believe how pretty it looks, and even just natural daylight outside of fancy lights that make everything look amazing, how good it looks. Okay, I don't think I need more than that. I really just kind of want to see how it wears. I mean, I guess what we can do just to kind of see is just take like a little pump like that and let's just build it up like right here. And I'm not gonna do this side. This is my left side. So we're gonna see how this would build up and see if it will last just as long as this side with not as much on. I'm just curious, just in case somebody wanted. I mean, my skin is cleared up so much, I don't need a ton of coverage. So I'm gonna take the back of my sponge, again, just go light and just press. Press, press, press. Okay, so that's the side with a little bit more coverage. That's the side with not as much. That is a really beautiful foundation. Wow. So I was gifted this product, and this is brand new from Lawless. And this is their new Forget the Filler Lip Mask Type Balm. And I'll put the price point right there. This is called Pink Marshmallow. And I have been loving this. It's like almost like the best chapstick ever. I really like that it just makes, it feels like it plumps up my lips, but without the filler, without the lip plumper. That's what I like about it. And it just keeps them nice and moisturized. I like these better than the, you know, the masks that you have to dig in. Like, I like this concept better. It's just a lot easier. And I just feel like it makes my lips look healthy. And you guys already know I'm a huge fan of Forget the Filler lip gloss. This one is called Rosy Outlook. I like need a new one desperately. And I just love the way it looks. I like the two of those together. That's what I wear mainly off camera. But I wanted to show you guys that in case you were interested. They just launched that at Sephora and I love it. But let's do some concealer. All right, I am gonna do, because this is kind of concealer do I want to use with this? I think we're gonna go back to my Luminous Silk. This is the Faux Filter Huda Beauty one. And this is in Nougat. I'll put the number right there. This is just my perfect shade. This is still holding on as probably my #1 concealer because it's full coverage yet it's moisturizing, especially for my mature eyes. You don't need a ton of it. I've already repurchased this. This is a repurchased concealer. There's very few things that I really love that I repurchase all the time, and this is definitely one of them. We're just gonna leave that there. And this one you can let dry down a little bit to get a little bit more coverage. I would say this one's like a cross between my one size and like the Lancome Tint Adele one. Like, this is right in the middle of that. I repurchased one size too. I still love my one size because it does give you full coverage without creasing or caking. But if your eyes are really dry, I would just be mindful of that. I do think this is, if you have really dry under eyes, I think this is still a little bit better one. And I'm just gonna blend this in with my sponge. I'm gonna wait till I think we're good. This one, you can give it a little bit of lag time. Just a little, I wouldn't go too much. And I'm gonna take my Tarte, this is by the Sea. They had this on sale forever at Sephora, and I'm just going to start pressing that in first. Trying to make sure I don't lean over too much. I'm gonna press in at first, and don't worry, it may look a little crazy right now, but wait till we blend it out. And to get closer to my eye, I'm gonna use my sponge. I'm just gonna take the leftover and just do like the highlighted points of my face without adding more product. All right, now I'm gonna take my sponge, and we're just gonna go right into there and just start blending, blending, blending. I like that this gives me a little time to work, whereas some dry down so fast. Like the one size, you have to go in really quick. And I find with the one size, you really need to do it with a sponge more than a brush. Brush will give you just too much. You just really need to blend a lot with that one. And then, like I always do, I take my foundation brush to really transition that into, there's nothing excess on this, just whatever was left over from the K-Beauty foundation. I just like to do that because then you don't see any like harsh lines. Since I go a lot lighter with my concealer, then that just, see how that just meshes everything together? I really have been enjoying doing that. Just don't do, I was kind of going over it. Don't go over it because then you'll lose the brightness. Just go around the edges like that. And then I can go over some of the highlighted areas that I did just to make sure it's not too much. But that looks so good. Okay, so that's with my concealer not set down. Let me pull you in close. This is one I would set down though. This is not, I just, because it's still tacky, which means I just think it's going to crease if you don't. No matter what setting powder you use, that's your choice. But for me, I like to set things down. So I'm gonna go in with my one size and start setting my under eye down. And let me grab my Holy Grail puff. I really cannot use any other puff but this Makeup Forever one. I try all the cheap ones from Amazon, and there's something about the texture of this puff that literally cannot be beat. It's just that good. I wish they still sold them individually, but it's been out of stock on Makeup Forever. Okay, you guys, I have a bone to pick with Makeup Forever. Seriously, they just reformulated the matte velvet powder, foundation powder, and I'm like, I haven't seen the ingredients, so I'm just praying that they don't do what NARS did and reformulate their matte powder and then put coconut oil in it. So, gosh, help me. I was devastated. And then I went to try to order my shade 225 Marble, and it's gone now. I can't even get it anymore. That is like one of the best foundation powders you'll ever use. But maybe I'll just put it into the universe and think positive, Kristi. And I like to do this on the high points of my face too. See how pretty that is? It's just like the perfect under eye powder you can ever ask for. I'm just gonna set down the rest of my face. Really, I just like to go in and just start pressing down to make sure everything's set down. Oh my gosh, you guys, my skin looks like it's perfect. Wow. And pull you guys in close, and that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, my skin looks airbrushed. That is a really beautiful foundation. Wow. All right, you guys, I am gonna pop off camera now and go do another video, but we'll see how this wears throughout the day. We're gonna get about 6 hours in, and then I will come back and give you my final thoughts. But so far, muy bueno, I love it. So I will see you guys at the end of the night. All right, my beautiful Glam fam, we are at the end of the night, and I wanted to show you guys how it looked with all of my makeup on, and I filmed another video. We're looking at about 6.5 hours, and I'm back here in my studio, and I really want you guys to see what it looks like outside of my lighting, just so you can get a better perspective. I did pop on some gloss right now, so I hope I don't have any lipstick on my teeth, but I want it to look a little presentable at the end of the night since the foundation held up beautifully. You guys, this is over 40 skin. That is insanely beautiful. I mean, seriously, if you're new here, I have mature skin. I'm almost 45 in March, and this is wearing beautifully, just like the KVD Good Apple Balm. I mean, they're both incredible. You cannot go wrong. I haven't worn this one in a while, but I think I like this one a little bit more. I don't know what it is. It's just melted into my skin so effortlessly, and it's like where's my pores? I don't have any pores right now. Between this and the blush, I'm just like blown away. You're gonna see me review this blush on the next video, but I mean, seriously, they harmoniously just melted into my skin in the most beautiful way. 6.5 hours later, you guys. I mean, yes, I have a little bit of line cracking right here, but that's just normal whenever you wear foundation. Nothing on my forehead. That looks good. I think one pump. Okay, so this was the side we wore, like we just put it that little extra coverage. This was just one little small pump, and then this one we added in that little bit of pump there, but I don't really think you can tell a difference between building it up there and leaving a half a pump there. So it builds really beautifully. Like, I mean, it just looks like butter on my skin. It looks like I have an Instagram filter on my skin. And that, at 6.5 hours later, that's pretty darn good. I will keep you guys updated, as always, in the comment section if anything goes wrong, but I don't foresee. I love the ingredients. I love everything about this foundation. It is beautiful. This is quickly going to become one of my top full coverage foundations. So this is my #1 foundation just because it's for every day. I don't think I need this much coverage for every day outside of filming. Now, every time I film, I'll probably just end up wearing this one because it has a little bit more coverage for the camera, the lights, and all of that stuff. So remember, that's different from every day. For every day, I can just stick to this or even my Sephora Bright Future concealer. A lot of the times I just like to spot conceal and wear powdered foundation, but this one for filming and for special occasions is beautiful. I love my Il Makiage. You guys know that for like full coverage, but this is a little bit lighter weight in my opinion and just a little less makeup-y. Like that, this is like matte, like very, very matte, but it is like flawless. This one has a little bit more moisture to it, you know, just not as a more natural feel, I should say, more of a natural satin feel to it, but yet it can be mattified with your powders. So I 100%, 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. This is incredible. And I'm starting this new thing. I mentioned it on the last video, or the video you're about to see next time. And I'm doing this whole gold star review now. So if I really like a product and I foresee myself repurchasing this type of product, and I like everything to me looks a-okay, it's gonna get a gold star, and this by far got a gold star. This is incredible. This actually exceeded my expectations. I didn't think I was going to love this foundation as much as I do. First of all, I love the packaging. I love just the whole like classy feel of it. You know, it just gives me like that Chanel feel, and it's just incredible. So let's take a look at my scorecard ratings and application, all of that stuff right there. Blurred out my pores. I really think this is extremely going to be good long wearing foundation, and I like the ingredients. All of it was a check mark for me. I didn't really have any downfalls. This was a perfect shade match. Like literally, that couldn't be a more perfect shade match. So let's go over that swatch as I promised you guys. So this is medium 33 from the Good Apple Balm, and then this is obviously the foundation. So actually the balm is going to be too dark for me. That was when I was really tanned, and I don't even think I can even possibly use that right now. And it's a little bit more olive, the 33. I like this one because it's more peach. And for me, that's just a more flattering look. I just don't think that the olive serves me. I definitely like more neutral because I can go a little warm, but I'm noticing the more warm I go, the more unflattering it is on my skin. So I like this one has like a peach undertone, almost like a peach neutral undertone. It's just a perfect match. I wouldn't go any lighter and I wouldn't go any darker. So I'm really happy about that. 40 shades is a good shade range as well. So let me know if you guys decided to pick this up, or if you had your eye out on this. Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if you've already picked it up, if you're liking it. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you think of it on my skin tone. And if you're a twinsy to me, I would definitely go with 30. It is the perfect shade. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know my videos can be a little lengthy, but I do appreciate you guys watching till the end. There's a lot I like to cover in these videos, so I don't like to just throw on the foundation and go, oh, this is good or it's not good. I like to really kind of talk to you guys about it and really go over the ratings, why I like it so much. I don't rate everything amazing. So you guys know that I just did a really bad review on the Charlotte Tilbury blush. So I bought this myself and I'm really happy with my purchase, and I can foresee myself repurchasing this, like I said, and I can also foresee myself really using this as a top shelf product. So I'm really happy. The fact that I can work on my mature skin at almost 45, that's pretty good. That means it's gonna work for anybody younger than me, and I really think even older than me. I think you're gonna appreciate it, especially if you like glam and full coverage makeup. But I would go light. I don't think you need a whole lot. I think if you use too much, it can be cakey. So, and that's with any foundation you use. All right, you guys, I'm sorry. That was lengthy. If you're new here, I'm Kristi. I'd love for you. I don't know why I said I'm Kristi. Why did I say that, you guys? I'm losing my mind. It's the end of the night. I just want to go take this makeup off and go to sleep. Anyway, if you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click the post notification bell. Join us. We're here every Friday and Sunday, and we just love for you to become part of our family. If you like videos like this, beauty reviews, tutorials, please give this video a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button, and when you comment below, it really does help my videos out, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all your love and support, and you can use my affiliate links in the description box if you don't mind. It really does help support my channel, and I really appreciate when you guys do that. You can follow me on all of my socials at KRISTIALLURE. Check out my merch, Glamorous Life Collections, and I will see you guys on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.